All right, today's subject, the path to greatness is paved in blood. So, what does this mean, the path to greatness is paved in blood? This means that to achieve greatness, blood is going to have to be shed, whether it's somebody else's or whether it's yours. And I mean this somewhat metaphorically, in a way that, yes, blood can be shed physically to achieve your goals, but metaphorically in the way that it is going to take blood, sweat, and tears to do what you need to do. And whether it is being the greatest artist in the world, being the greatest musician, best YouTuber, best engineer, scientist, politician, whatever it is, there is going to have to be a sacrifice for your actions. Whether you are sacrificing the efforts of other people or yourself. So a lot of people, I say, let's use politicians for example. Not only are they gonna have to sacrifice on their own part, being their own effort that they put in, their own blood, sweat, and tears, just hard work, doing paperwork, and talking to other people to achieve what they need to achieve. But in a sense, a lot of politicians, while it may not be necessary, I'm not a politician. While it may not be necessary, they are going to end up, knocking down other people to achieve what they need to achieve. If they're running for president, and if you're running for president and your opponent just happens to be one step ahead of you in almost everything, and you're the runner-up, then somehow, some way, you are going to try and sabotage their efforts, whether it be simply by just being better than them, or by sending out, rumors or whatnot. These are things that do happen in real life. But let's use an example of me. For example, I not only want to be a great engineer in the future, but it's planned, it's destined to happen, just because of the way I planned it and the systems that I have in process. To do this, it is going to take hard work and a lot of effort, and that being the blood that is required on the path to my success, to greatness. It's gonna take a lot of hard work. I'm gonna have to do things that other people are simply incapable of doing. Certain things that, like, when you look at what I do, it's gonna be like, how did he do this? You look at Michael Jordan, how did he do what he did to get where he is? You look at LeBron, what did he do to get there? Kobe, not just basketball players. Let's say, a science. You got Albert Einstein, Oppenheimer. Let's use football. You have, damn, this is tough. I played football and I don't know any of the players, but ignore that. Let's see. Well, Tom Brady. You got Tom Brady. A whole lot of rings. I think he has more than 7 on his 8th ring now or something. About that, you wonder how they do what they do. And off of the example, like, they had to sacrifice to get where they had to get. They had to put in a lot of hard work, effort, time, and even more than that, a lot of their interests. You might be interested in video gaming or whatnot. You may have to put that down because it's taking too much of your time, and you need to achieve whatever it is you need to achieve, whether you need money for your family, money for yourself even, money to make other people look at you a different way. You are gonna have to make that sacrifice to achieve those things. You're gonna have to put down certain interests, certain things that are taking your time. Your most important resource is going to be your time, and a lot of things are going to be looking to take that away from you and take you away from your time. So it's gonna be up to you to make sure that you make that, let's say, transaction, or that you're in control of the contract between your time and what it's being devoted to. So you go to work, you put yourself in the contract of 8 hours of work, 6 hours of work, whatever it is, of your time towards this business or whatever company is going to be paying you. That is the contract that you choose. Outside of that, there are going to be other things. Naturally, you have to get at least, it's recommended to get 8 hours, but I'd say you need at least 6 hours to be moderately functional. And if you want to go lower than that, let's say 4 hours to be half functional. If you go any lower than 4 hours, I'm not gonna lie, you're cooked. you're not going to be able to drive or perform anything that you want. But that's off topic. But like I was saying, you're going to have to devote 6 hours or however much time to your job. Let's go with 6 hours. And you're going to devote at least 6 hours, but let's go with 8 to sleep. That's going to be about 14 hours out of your day so far. You have 24 hours within your day. And your goal is to achieve greatness in whatever it is. Let's just use me as an example again. I want to be an engineer, and I'm working 6 hours and sleeping for 8. That means out of those 14 hours, out of 24, I have at least 10 more hours within my day, and it's up to me to choose how I spend them. So just to cut the little things out of the way, a part of those 6 hours working at the job is going to take me at least 20 minutes getting there, 20 minutes getting back. So that's about 40 more minutes added to it. So with that spectrum, we are now at about 14 hours and 40 minutes gone down the drain. It takes me an hour to get ready, and combining all the times that I eat within the day with other preparations like my night routine and whatnot, that would be about 3 more hours. So plus the 14 hours and 40 minutes that are already taken up by work and sleeping, that's about 17 and 40 minutes of my day devoted towards other things. 17 minutes and 40 minutes. 17 hours and 40 minutes. So in addition to that, that means I have about, let's say, I'm doing the math right now. Means I have about 6 hours and 20 minutes devoted to just doing whatever I need to do. All of the necessities are out of the way, being work, sleep, eating, and all those other routines. So that means the rest of those 6 hours and 20 minutes are devoted to completely what I want to do. Within this time of being an engineer, that would be just making sure that I know what I want to do or what I need to do towards being better at engineering. Whether it be reading up on my books, whether it be my classes during the classes that I am doing, whether I'm in season or off season, not in season, what's the word? During the semester or off the semester. If it's during the semester, then easily a big majority of those 6 hours and 40 minutes would be taken up by school and studying for school. So I'd say during the semester, the majority of that, if not all of it, is taken up by that. But while I'm off the semester, this time would be taken up by, let's say, just projects, personal projects towards just adding to my portfolio and to my resume, or more necessarily like my portfolio. So during this time, I'll be working on projects, increasing my knowledge of the engineering field, whatever it may be, whether it's cars, whether it's cars, I'll be reading up on certain things while also making sure that it's not just concept that I'm working on, but also the actual practice in the field. So whether it be fixing cars like my own, my friends, or even just random people's, however I set that up, the fact of the matter is that you are going to have to sacrifice to achieve what you need to achieve greatness. And to do that, it's extremely important that you are conscious of how you're managing your time. So, all that to say, make sure that you know how you're managing your time, because that's going to be the most important thing in achieving what you need to achieve. Whether you want to make more money, or whether you want to simply just be famous, whether you want to be the best of the best in what you do, you're going to have to sacrifice, and you're going to have to make sure that you're managing that. And that's all. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. There will be many more in the future.